This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Edalis, Dre, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing, Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Bana, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alyss, Caden, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxton, Nicole, Terry, Hollow, Rebecca, Allison, Jacqueline, Jakaria, Mina, Lilith, Ange, Jasmine, Lizard, Haley, Kiki, Illyria, Lady Demista, Zebra, Lala, Ari, Amy, Busy, Molly, Xylosaurus Rex, Lunaris Galaxia, Maya, Novastar, Annie, Tori, Ariel, Bolchi, Bree, Zael, Jenny, Beastie, Leah, Arlo, Lena, and Daddy. If you'd like to support this channel and get some pretty nifty perks such as exclusive weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. Oh, Christ. Hi. Just kind of being here, I guess. I hope it's not illegal. I know it's your school after all, but... Well, I guess I was just catching some rest and relaxation after absolutely kicking your butt. Well, not your literal butt, but your school's butt. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. Triple double. 20-point win. If that's not like a swift kick to the butt in basketball, I don't know what is. Do you know how difficult it is to get a 20-point win in high school basketball? That's pretty difficult. No, I was, in all honesty, I am actually just trying to, I don't know, get some rest. And I figured, nobody's really in a gym after the game. Everyone else went home, so I figured I'd just, lay down here and try and relax a little bit. No, I'm actually being serious. Why I was about to say something to you, but before I even say anything like that, why are you here? If you get to question me, I get to question you on why you are here. Oh shoot. Do you need any help finding it? Oh my God, you don't really buy into all of that, do you? Like, come on. We're not like 12 years old. We have somewhat developed brains. And I don't know. I guess I've always found it cringe that they try to like play up this rivalry between our schools as if there's like actual merit behind disliking people. It's like, get real. I don't know why everyone falls into it. It's such like BS. I get like being rivals in a competition sense when you are playing a sport, or even, I guess, trying to secure funding for the actual education that you are providing to your students. But in every single aspect, I think it's dumb. And plus, and here, I'll feed into it a little bit myself. A competition is when there are two people competing, and there's a chance that either of them wins. And I mean, you guys haven't beaten us in basketball, and well, as long as I've been here. So I'm not calling you guys bad at everything. You guys are really good at football. You have the far superior football program. Your guys' plays are like way better than ours. Our theater department is dog trash. It's garbage. You think that at a school full of like more nerdily inclined, I don't want to call them nerds because they're not, but they're more geekily inclined. You'd think we'd have some theater geeks or nerds in there, and well, we do. They're just not good at it. Anyways, why are you here though? Oh, I asked because you had the thing. I'm sorry, I got a little bit distracted. So yeah, after kind of expanding all of my energy on a game like that, I do tend to get a little bit tired. And by a little bit tired, I mean a lot of bit tired. And I don't think it's necessarily super responsible of me to drive a car while I am in that state. So that's why I tend to try and, I don't know, get some rest. And trust me, a triple-double in a high school game requires using a lot, and I mean a lot of energy. Anyways, but no, let's go look for your phone, right? Like I said, like, oh God, we're rival schools. Does that mean that I'm unable to show basic human decency to people who are normal human beings like me? Unless you guys did like actual atrocious things that are like sins against humanity, you're just like students like us trying to exist and get through whatever high school is. So I can't be upset. So did you like watching the game? Yeah, I did. I did see you actually. I say, our schools are better at different things. Your school definitely has the better cheerleading department, I guess, or team. That's probably just the better word for it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It obviously, like, I like our cheerleaders, and they're very like cool people, and I'm friends with a lot of them, but they don't really have the energy that y'all do, and they don't really have the, I don't know, there's a level of professionalism that you guys approach your routines with, like you're actually cheerleaders for a team that's not playing in a high school gymnasium, that I respect. Well, sure, I was playing, but I am definitely able to focus on two things at once. Yeah, I am. Thank you. I'm glad that you also think that I have the basic ability to multitask. Although I don't know why you would, but don't ever tell any of my teammates I do that. Nah, just you, or your team. Just your team is what I meant to say. And I think we have it. I think we have the phone that has been so desperately has been wanting to be found. Sorry, my brain doesn't work sometimes, especially after a game here. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm very glad that wasn't just another person's phone that we found, because then I would have to go to Lost and Found in your school, and I don't know where that is, and that sounds like an exhausting journey. So thank goodness it is yours. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it was nice talking, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, like whenever we play next. I think it's in like a month and some change, maybe. All right. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I know that this is going to sound a little bit crazy, a little bit nuts, but I was wondering if maybe you would like, do you have, first of all, do you have anywhere you like need to be with immediacy? Well, I was wondering if maybe you would like to stick around, maybe, and hang out with me here. I don't know. It's an empty gym. Don't really get many opportunities like this, and I don't know. Winter of our senior year, it's around like the one of the last times we'll probably get to experience something like this. And as much as I am completely satisfied with my own company and being on my own, which is, God, don't know how I got there at such a young age, but it would be nice to have the company of a very nice, kind person. Because I am from your quote unquote rival school, and you have not fallen into the herd mentality that everyone else seems to go into, where every single other student at the opposing school is the enemy and does not deserve basic decency or any level of human understanding or interaction. You seem nice and chill and cool. Yeah, it's weird, right? I don't know. It could just be the age that we're at, but most people aren't nice or chill or cool. In all reality, they're kind of like dumb and stupid and have incredibly strong opinions on things that they know very little about. And it is one of the most frustrating things that I have ever experienced. You know, that is a good question. When you're alone, you kind of just like look on your phone and when you want to and just sit there, and you can do that in silence, but with a companion, I don't know. I'm sure we can find something to do. This is your gym after all. You know your way around it more than I would. Oh, that makes sense. The shed. Everything's always in the shed. No, this is no. This isn't something I've encountered very frequently. It just sounded good. I don't know, really. No, I'm kind of a doofus. Sorry. You have caught me at quite possibly the worst time after I've ran myself ragged for like half an hour, 40 minutes. Yeah. Whenever I get really physically tired, it's almost like how I've seen other people react to drinking. Yeah. No, I don't have a problem with people doing it unless you're like actively endangering people like that I'm hanging out with because you're underage and you're drinking. I don't think that's cool, but it's like a safe environment and it's a party and people are just having fun. I'm not really upset about it. I don't know. Being an athlete, I don't, and I do like all sports, so it's like a year-round gig. I don't like putting myself in a position where I could possibly be so out of it that I do damage to my body somehow, or also like just make a decision that's not good for my future or my family's future. That is very kind of you. I do try to hone in on like good, healthy, positive thinking. Therapy has helped a lot with that. Oh, last year. And it was weird because I was 17, I was going to therapy, and then I became 18 and became an adult. And then so I had to switch to like a different therapist, but I got really lucky because the mindset of those therapists overlapped pretty significantly. And it was also nice to see here that, okay, it's not just one person's opinion, it's two people's opinions. You like the issues that were brought up to me that I had kind of like crossed over. It's crazy. I am so sorry if this is like a lot for you to take in. Well, I will personally say that it is refreshing to see and hear someone that is open to my openness, because generally you bring up stuff like therapy and emotions, and people in our demographic don't exactly know how to engage in conversations about that yet. They don't understand how to like provide constructive and feedback and engage in active listening. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I, jock is a weird word. Like on a base level, I guess I'm a jock. But I also like psychology, and like it's a weird thing. I think that cliques are stupid, and pigeonholing someone into a singular trait to describe them is not exactly what we should be doing. But everyone doesn't. Isn't that crazy that people still do that? High School Musical taught us like almost 2 decades ago at this point to be like, hey, people can do different things, but no, nobody wants to listen to that. Well, what about you? You seem pretty impressive. If we're going by stereotypes, you definitely seem more engaged and eloquent than your average cheerleader. So what's the story there, if you don't mind me asking? Well, we both have that in common. Yeah, I cannot wait to get out of here. I don't know. Everything about this town seems kind of. Yeah, that's. You actually took the word out of my mouth. That's crazy. I've never had that happen before. I've heard like rumor of people finishing each other's sentences, but I've never experienced it on my own. So that's crazy. But yeah, reductive is it's perfect. Everyone seems to live their like least ambitious life here. Nobody seems to have aspirations beyond the current position that they are in. And I don't know if I can operate that way. And everyone is satisfied with operating that way and trying to convince people around them to also operate in that way. Yeah. Exactly. Surprised we get anything done. But I am out of here in the fall. Well, I got a scholarship offer from across the country. So I am going to be headed to USC for basketball. You are joking. I'm gonna I have to believe that you're joking. Otherwise, too many things are starting to line up here. Did you really? Where, what are you going for? Oh, that's awesome. Now, are you going and did you apply there because it has a good nursing program, or was it kind of you also just wanted to get out of here? Well, I guess we are going to be college mates, or whatever you call it. I'm gonna throw out a way crazy olive branch here. And if this is too much for you immediately, I understand. So they were supposed to put me up in an apartment for the scholarship. It came out along with the room and board, right? And it was an apartment, not a dorm. And I got back to them when I accepted the scholarship, the full ride, and they said, okay. We gave out one more, and that person got the last one bedroom. We have a 2-bedroom for you. I said, okay, I guess. What am I, is that okay? Am I going to have to pay anymore? And they're like, nope. It was our clerical error. You're good to go. It's crazy when you're getting recruited, the amount of things that you are able to commit to with schools. Once again, triple-double in a high school game. Very difficult to do. Recruiting makes sense, I guess. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. The point is that I know how difficult dorm life can be. Very rough to be in that close of a vicinity with other people. You aren't going to have privacy at all. Then you could pledge a sorority, but with hazing rituals and how god awful that type of stuff can be. I wouldn't want my worst enemy to get involved with stuff like that. So if you think through all those options and at some point you feel like maybe you want to not go through the HE double hockey sticks that everyone says freshman year is, I have an extra room and we could live together. I am the best roommate. I am very clean. I cook, and I make sure that the building is pet friendly, so we could get a pet. I was already planning on getting a cat or a dog, but that's a good question. That's a very good question and a very valid question. I honestly, I won't say from the moment I laid my eyes on you because that would have been like years ago at our first like basketball match freshman year, probably football actually. Did you yell? Yeah. But from the moment you walked in here, I felt a very different energy emanating from you than I have, frankly, anyone I've ever gone to school with, or anyone around our age that I have met in this town. And you seem to share the exact type of personality that I am constantly ostracized almost from being like super close with people because of having that type of personality. And it's kind of like self-ostracization. I think that's how you say that. But I don't know. There's just something about you. God, I hate that this is going to sound so corny, but there is something about you that's just different from other people. And I mean, college is like a new start place. So having someone there that you at least know is, you know, their background and you can relate to certain things with them. And I don't know. I just think that could be maybe a good thing for both of us. Plus, I absolutely need someone to keep me grounded and keep me going to classes. Yeah, I don't know. I have kind of a problem, but you don't need to answer right away, obviously. Just something to like, some brain food to think about. Well, I would ask you what that answer is. Well, then I would ask you the reasoning behind your answer, I guess. Then I would say you have gotten me in a tizzy and had my heart palpitating from the moment that you walked in here. Yeah. And I'm aware that after games, my heart is usually palpitating and my head is in a tizzy, but there was a very distinct level to both of those things. And they both started and ramped up to that level when you walked through the doors. And I promise you, when I invited you to stay and talk with me, I had absolutely no intention of flirting with you and asking you that very presumptuous question. Presumptuous? I think it's presumptuous. They kind of just came out of my mouth and just tumbled onto the ground without much willpower for me to stop it. Yeah, it's like when you the closer you get to me, the less I am able to control any of my motor skills. It's like they go into like this weird autopilot sense. Well, when you are in my face like that, giving me absolutely no personal space, boundaries completely crossed for two what were essentially strangers just moments ago, there's only one thought that can be on my mind at this moment. Well, I think consent is the most attractive thing in the entire world, so I would like to propose the question to you. Can I stand in front of you in this empty gym that probably has cameras in it, but who cares? and kiss you right now. I'm really happy right now. I don't want to sound dramatic, but I will sound dramatic. There was... This is crazy because I'm not a sensationalist person at all. Like we established with the whole thing with our schools, I am not sensationalist. I am very hyper aware that, the propaganda that they're feeding us about. But I feel like there was before this moment, and then there's after this moment. And the after this moment is going to be a whole lot more enjoyable than the before this moment. Now, before we get carried away, because although I think that the idea that both of us are thinking about right now is rather scintillating, that there are probably cameras in here, and I have to say that although kissing you is like the most euphoric feeling I have ever happened upon, it is only second to me eating like 3 whole pizzas after a game. And I was wondering if you would like to accompany me on that journey. Oh, no, don't worry about it. I will literally, I have a car and I drive, and I can just drop you off at home if you're okay with that. Yeah. I don't know. I am not ready for this night to end and for your company to not be right beside me. Well, maybe that's my end goal. Maybe I like the idea of being attached to you. But seriously, you are about to see me in my natural habitat, and it is probably going to be one of the most unattractive things you've ever seen in your life. I'm just preparing you. See, you say that now, but you're not saying that after you have seen me scarf down individually, probably within like 25 minutes, 3 14-inch pizzas. Oh, I'm insane. I am a psycho when it comes to that. I will eat and eat and eat, and so, thank gosh, high school, low metabolism. We're feeling great on that front, but no, it is truly something.